Week 18 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Dallas Goedert. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing Jones. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Jones. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Barkley, inside handoff. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They'll go to Barkley again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Eagles at 14-2 heading into this final week. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts, and he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And these Eagles may have been the first to really perfect this play. Let Hurts take the snap, then get some help pushing from behind. This was so successful, some folks, including me, were calling for this play to be outlawed. But while it's still in the books, no one runs it better than Hurts, and he takes this one in.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. He took it in himself for a touchdown on their opening drive, as that leads us to take a look at the NFL's leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road. So now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. This short throw caught by Goddard. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now 2nd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. Or he shifts Pat, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Hey, why shift, Mac? Outside.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Gano's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start in the NFC East with 2 teams that have no love lost between them. Washington at Dallas. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Ezekiel Elliott accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. It's C.J. Stroud with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And that one all tied. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he enters his final weekend as the league leader in rushing yards by a quarterback. He has been a dynamic dual threat all season long. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that was so close to being a heck of a play. But when there's a free lane to the quarterback, it's always a risk, him taking a hit if the screen doesn't set up in time for him to complete the throw.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Here's a give to Barkley, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Off the bootleg, Jones. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The slot man in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets this one to Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Okay, here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go, hey.
Singletary is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Smith catches left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing, Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jones.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
To throw is Jones. Connecting with Johnson. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Singletary here running out of the gun. Singletary loses it, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Runs through the contact. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here's Hurts to throw. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That escapability has been on full display, and you can see he's now over 100 yards rushing for the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left. And he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off on the 14-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. So now Jones and the Giants down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 30 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's 2nd down. Here's Jones. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
That is caught.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, they just had no answer for what he was doing on the ground. He wound up scoring 3 times, and he had many, many big plays in that facet of the game throughout.
So for the Eagles,
they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses.
and now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets,